Imagine waking up each day with the knowledge that small, seemingly insignificant choices hold the key to profound personal transformation. This is the central premise of Atomic Habits, an easy and proven way to build good habits and break bad ones by James Clear. In a world inundated with distractions and rapid changes, the book offers a beacon of clarity by revealing that lasting success does not hinge on dramatic, sweeping transformations but on the aggregation of tiny, consistent improvements that compound over time. Picture a professional striving for success who, despite having lofty ambitions, continually finds themselves stuck in the same unproductive routines until they discover the secret of atomic habits. With this insight, Clear challenges conventional wisdom and invites us to reframe our understanding of progress, emphasizing that every minuscule adjustment can serve as the building block for an extraordinary life. From the very first pages, Clear's narrative captivates with thought-provoking questions. What if the secret to unlocking your potential lies not in a monumental overhaul of your life but in the deliberate, daily practice of small, intentional actions? His central thesis, that success is less about achieving distant goals and more about cultivating systems that embody the identity you wish to adopt, resonates deeply with anyone who has ever felt overwhelmed by the enormity of change. James Clear, whose background in behavioral psychology and rigorous research into human behavior has made him one of the foremost authorities on habit formation, grounds his insights in both personal anecdotes and empirical evidence. His work is not merely theoretical, it is a practical roadmap supported by extensive scientific research, real-world examples, and a genuine understanding of how our daily routines shape our destiny. At its core, Atomic Habits is built upon the profound notion that the smallest actions, when performed consistently, can trigger remarkable outcomes. Clear introduces the concept of the aggregation of marginal gains, a principle borrowed from various disciplines that posits that tiny improvements in multiple areas can lead to extraordinary overall performance. In doing so, he redefines what it means to create meaningful change by emphasizing that each habit, no matter how atomic, contributes to the larger mosaic of our lives. Key terminologies such as atomic habits, habit stacking, and identity-based habits are not mere buzzwords but represent a carefully constructed lexicon that encapsulates Clear's systematic approach to behavior change. By linking the formation of habits to the development of a new identity, where every small action is a vote for the person you want to become, Clear offers a compelling alternative to the traditional goal-oriented mindset that has long dominated self-improvement literature. Drawing on a wealth of research from psychology, neuroscience, and behavioral economics, Clear underlines that our behaviors are not isolated phenomena but are intricately woven into the fabric of our daily existence. The brain's reward system, for instance, plays a pivotal role in habit formation. The anticipation of a reward triggers the release of dopamine, reinforcing the behavior in a loop of cue, craving, response, and reward. This scientific rationale not only supports his claims but also demystifies why certain techniques work so effectively. By providing concrete examples, such as the simple act of placing workout clothes next to the bed to encourage morning exercise, Clear illustrates that our environment, often more than our conscious decisions, shapes our actions. This insight is particularly relevant in today's fast-paced society where the pressures of modern life often leave little room for introspection or long-term planning. Clear's methodology is as elegant as it is practical. He articulates 4 fundamental laws of behavior change: make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. Each law is dissected with precision, offering readers actionable strategies to re-engineer their habits. For example, making it obvious might involve redesigning your environment so that cues for desired behavior are omnipresent. Whether it's a writer keeping a journal on their bedside table or a professional placing a water bottle at their desk, these small environmental tweaks reduce friction and prompt positive actions without requiring Herculean willpower. Similarly, making it attractive suggests that pairing a habit with an enjoyable activity, what Clear refers to as temptation bundling, can significantly enhance motivation. By integrating these practical techniques into daily routines, Clear not only provides a theoretical framework but also empowers readers to transform their lives incrementally. The beauty of Clear's approach lies in its universality. Atomic Habits is not a one-size-fits-all prescription. Rather, it is a versatile blueprint that can be tailored to the unique circumstances of each individual. The book is replete with real-world examples that traverse diverse fields, from elite athletes who harness the power of marginal gains to business leaders who implement incremental changes to drive innovation. In one compelling case, Clear recounts how a sports team achieved remarkable success by focusing on small improvements across various aspects of performance. This strategy, which may appear modest at first glance, ultimately culminated in a dramatic shift in overall effectiveness, a vivid demonstration of how the compounding effect of atomic habits can lead to extraordinary outcomes. Beyond the practical steps, Clear's narrative delves into the psychological underpinnings of habit formation. One of the most powerful insights is the idea that our habits shape our identity. Rather than fixating solely on the outcome, be it weight loss, improved productivity, or enhanced creativity, Clear advises us to focus on the type of person we wish to become. This identity-based approach is transformative because it shifts the focus from fleeting achievements to a lifelong commitment to growth. Each positive habit becomes a reinforcing vote for the kind of individual you aspire to be. When you see yourself as a runner, for example, every run, no matter how short or slow, is not just a physical activity but a statement of identity. This perspective helps to build resilience, as setbacks become mere deviations in an ongoing process of self-affirmation rather than catastrophic failures. Another dimension of Clear's framework is its exploration of the neurological underpinnings of habit formation, which brings a rich scientific context to the discussion. By examining how neural pathways are reinforced through repetition, Clear illustrates that every repeated action not only strengthens a particular behavior but also ingrains it more deeply into our cognitive fabric. The role of the basal ganglia, for example, is highlighted as a critical player in the development of habits, acting as the brain's repository for routine behaviors. This neurological perspective is instrumental in understanding why habits, once formed, can be so resilient to change, and it underscores the importance of consistent practice in rewiring our brains. Clear's discussion of neural plasticity serves as a reminder that while our habits can become automatic, they are not immutable. Just as neural circuits can be strengthened through repetition, they can also be reshaped through deliberate intervention, offering a scientific basis for the transformative power of small, intentional changes. The interplay between environment and behavior is another area where Clear's insights prove particularly valuable. He meticulously details how subtle shifts in our surroundings can have outsized effects on our habits, a concept that resonates with the principle of choice architecture in behavioral economics. By redesigning our physical spaces to minimize friction and maximize cues for desired behaviors, we can effectively alter our behavioral patterns without relying solely on willpower. Consider the example of someone who wishes to reduce their screen time before bed. By placing their smartphone in another room and creating a bedtime routine that involves reading or meditative practices, they leverage environmental design to foster healthier sleep habits. This approach is not only practical but also elegantly simple, demonstrating that the path to change does not always require monumental efforts but rather small, strategic adjustments that cumulatively lead to lasting improvements. Furthermore, Clear's exploration of social influences on habit formation adds a compelling layer to his analysis. The idea that our behaviors are not formed in isolation but are significantly shaped by our social context is a recurring theme throughout the book. Clear illustrates how the people we surround ourselves with can either bolster or undermine our efforts to change, emphasizing the importance of creating supportive networks. In one striking example, he recounts the story of an individual who, by joining a community of like-minded people with similar aspirations, discovered that the collective momentum of the group provided both accountability and encouragement. This social dynamic is crucial because it highlights that change is often a communal effort where the success of one person can inspire and uplift many. By tapping into the power of social influence, Clear equips readers with another effective strategy for reinforcing positive habits, proving that the journey to self-improvement is enriched by shared experiences and collective support. The practical applications of atomic habits extend well beyond the individual realm. One of the most compelling aspects of Clear's work is his discussion on the importance of self-monitoring and feedback loops. The act of tracking one's habits, whether through a digital app or a simple handwritten journal, not only provides tangible evidence of progress but also creates a self-reinforcing cycle that bolsters motivation. When you can visually see the accumulation of small wins, it becomes easier to remain committed even on days when progress feels elusive. This form of self-accountability transforms abstract goals into concrete achievements, reinforcing the belief that every little step counts. In an age where distractions are rampant and the lure of instant gratification is ever-present, such self-monitoring techniques serve as critical anchors that keep us aligned with our long-term aspirations. It is important to acknowledge that, like any approach to personal development, the Atomic Habits framework is not without its critics. Some detractors contend that the emphasis on small, incremental changes may underestimate the complexity of deeply entrenched behaviors or ignore the necessity for more radical interventions in certain circumstances. However, Clear addresses these concerns with nuance and balance. He recognizes that while dramatic breakthroughs can occur, they are often unsustainable in the absence of a solid, underlying system of habits. By focusing on the cumulative power of daily actions, Clear argues that even the most stubborn patterns can be gradually dismantled and replaced with behaviors that better serve our goals. This measured approach not only reinforces the book's central thesis but also provides a realistic and resilient blueprint for enduring change. In today's digital age, where the constant barrage of notifications and the allure of social media can derail even the best intentions, Clear's strategies for habit formation are particularly timely. He offers practical advice on how to structure one's digital environment to support more focused, intentional behavior. For example, by establishing specific times to check emails and social platforms, one can create boundaries that minimize distractions and foster a more productive daily routine. Such recommendations are invaluable in an era where digital distractions are omnipresent, reminding us that control over our environment is a crucial step toward control over our lives. Clear's insights thus serve as a timely reminder that the principles of Atomic Habits are not confined to traditional self-help advice but are adaptable to the challenges of modern living. One of the most profound aspects of Atomic Habits is its emphasis on resilience and the acceptance of setbacks as a natural part of the change process. Clear is refreshingly candid in acknowledging that the journey to transformation is rarely a smooth, linear progression. Instead, it is characterized by a series of small victories interspersed with inevitable relapses. Rather than demonizing failure, Clear reframes it as an opportunity for learning and growth. By treating each setback as a valuable data point in the ongoing experiment of self-improvement, readers are encouraged to adopt a mindset of perseverance and self-compassion. This realistic perspective not only makes the process of change less daunting but also instills a deep sense of hope and resilience, reinforcing the notion that every lapse is simply a temporary detour on the path to lasting transformation. The interconnection of various elements within Clear's framework is another aspect that adds to the book's compelling appeal. By integrating concepts from diverse fields such as neuroscience, behavioral economics, and psychology, Clear constructs a multidimensional view of habit formation that resonates on multiple levels. He demonstrates that our actions are not isolated phenomena but are the result of a complex interplay between environmental cues, internal motivations, and social influences. This holistic approach not only enriches our understanding of why habits form and persist but also provides a comprehensive toolkit for those seeking to enact change in any area of their lives. Whether applied to personal health, professional productivity, or social interactions, the principles of Atomic Habits offer a versatile and robust framework for continuous improvement. Clear's writing style is marked by its clarity and accessibility, making complex scientific and psychological concepts digestible for a broad audience. His ability to distill intricate ideas into straightforward, actionable strategies is one of the book's greatest strengths. Throughout Atomic Habits, his use of relatable anecdotes ranging from the routines of world-class athletes to everyday experiences serves to bridge the gap between abstract theory and tangible practice. This conversational yet authoritative tone invites readers to engage deeply with the material, prompting them to question their own routines and consider how even the smallest changes might lead to significant, long-term benefits. Such an approach not only enhances the reader's comprehension but also fosters a sense of empowerment, as they come to understand that the key to lasting change lies within their own hands. The practical wisdom embedded in Atomic Habits is further illuminated by the myriad examples that Clear provides to illustrate his points. Consider the case of an individual determined to break free from the clutches of procrastination. By applying the principle of habit stacking, linking a new, desired behavior to an established routine, they might begin by dedicating just 5 minutes a day to focused work. Over time, this incremental change snowballs into a substantial increase in productivity, demonstrating that even the most entrenched habits can be transformed through consistent, incremental effort. These examples are not merely theoretical musings. They are grounded in real-life experiences that affirm the book's central claim, that every small, positive action is a step toward a more fulfilling and successful life. Another powerful illustration of Clear's methodology can be found in the discussion of identity-based habits. Rather than setting abstract goals like, I want to be healthier or I want to be more productive, Clear urges readers to focus on who they wish to become. By shifting the emphasis from outcomes to identity, habits become an expression of the person one aspires to be. This subtle yet profound shift in perspective transforms the process of habit formation into an act of self-creation, where every action, no matter how small, reinforces a positive self-image. Such a transformation is not instantaneous but emerges gradually, as each consistent behavior contributes to a cumulative identity that embodies one's highest aspirations. Beyond the individual, the principles outlined in Atomic Habits have broad implications for communities and organizations. The concept of marginal gains, for example, has been effectively harnessed in various professional settings to foster a culture of continuous improvement. When organizations embrace the philosophy of incremental change, even minor adjustments in processes and systems can lead to significant improvements in performance, innovation, and overall productivity. This systemic approach to change underscores that the power of Atomic Habits extends far beyond personal development. It is a potent force for collective progress and transformation. The enduring legacy of Atomic Habits lies in its ability to offer a comprehensive, actionable roadmap for change that is both scientifically grounded and eminently practical. Clear's synthesis of diverse research findings with everyday experiences creates a narrative that is at once rigorous and relatable, inviting readers to view the process of self-improvement not as an insurmountable challenge but as a series of small, manageable steps. The book's central message, that success is the product of daily habits rather than extraordinary feats, resonates deeply in an era where the pressure for instant gratification often overshadows the value of gradual progress. In embracing this philosophy, readers are empowered to reclaim control over their lives, understanding that every moment presents an opportunity to build a better future through deliberate, consistent action. Reflecting on the transformative insights offered by Atomic Habits, one is compelled to ask, how might our lives change if we shifted our focus from chasing radical breakthroughs to nurturing the small habits that define our daily existence? This question invites us to re-examine not only our personal routines but also the broader systems that govern our behavior, whether in our homes, our workplaces, or our communities. By recognizing that even the most modest adjustments can lead to profound change, we are encouraged to adopt a mindset of continuous improvement, one that values patience, persistence, and the cumulative impact of daily choices. Ultimately, the wisdom of Atomic Habits lies in its celebration of the power of small changes and its rejection of the myth that success requires dramatic, instantaneous transformation. Instead, James Clear reminds us that every step, no matter how tiny, is a vital part of a larger journey toward personal and professional fulfillment. It is a message that is both inspiring and practical, urging us to embrace the process of incremental improvement as the true pathway to lasting change. By focusing on the systems that shape our lives, our habits, routines, and environmental cues, we are equipped to break free from the cycle of inaction and to build a future defined by intentional growth and unwavering resilience. In the final analysis, Atomic Habits stands as a testament to the extraordinary potential that lies within each of us. It is a call to action for anyone who has ever doubted their ability to change, a reminder that the power to transform our lives is not found in monumental gestures but in the quiet, persistent work of daily improvement. As we integrate the lessons of this book into our own lives, we come to understand that success is not a distant destination but a journey marked by countless small victories. Every time we choose to act in alignment with our desired identity, we lay another brick in the foundation of a life filled with purpose, achievement, and enduring satisfaction. By embracing the philosophy of Atomic Habits, we open ourselves to the possibility that even the smallest of changes can, over time, yield transformative results. It is a perspective that is both humbling and empowering, inviting us to reframe our understanding of what it means to succeed and to recognize that the journey to a better life is built on a series of deliberate, consistent actions. In the end, Atomic Habits is not just a guide to personal improvement, it is a manifesto for living intentionally, a reminder that every habit, every choice, and every small step we take contributes to the larger narrative of our lives. And in that truth lies the promise of enduring transformation, one atom at a time.